immigration about to start, and I want to see what if I can add my little 2 cents. You know, black man in America still have sympathy for people, understanding that it's a struggle. It's not easy living in America. But I will say, I know a lot of black people, in my opinion, are feeling like once the immigration does start, maybe the foot of the oppression will get off our backs and our necks. So I know a lot of people are going to be um, sent back to Mexico, sent back to other countries, and a lot of stuff like that. And we ask that you pray for these people because a lot of them are not criminals. A lot of them really are looking for a better life. And a lot of them are willing to work. They're willing to travel. They're willing to do things most Americans would never do to get here. I wish they put the process of how to come to America legally, easy access to that. It seems like I don't even know how to come to this. Say I was from another, I'm live in America and I wouldn't even know how to come to this country legally. But it seems everybody knows how to come here illegally. And I just want to talk about the perspective of the black man seeing immigration in America. The next 4 years is going to be a lot of deportations and a lot of that. And I just want to say, as a black man, I'm saying it from my perspective, I have sympathy for these people. I really do. I understand how it is to be stereotyped, to be already convicted without even, just because of who you are, your race or whatever. I think we are used to that. So to see it happen to other people is shocking to us because it always happens to us. We're so used to it, being pulled over, guns drawn on us, being humiliated. You turn the television on, they unalive us like we're nothing. We're kind of used to it now. We've become numb, which is sad to say. We've become numb to the racism in this country. We're so used to it now. We know certain parts of town you better not go into. You might not make it out. There's sundown towns. It's a whole bunch of oppression in America. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna talk all about the negative, but there's a lot of positive too. But just being a brown person, and I've probably been arrested 50 times. A lot of it is because of the people I hung out with, bad decisions I've made. I'll be honest. But seeing other people, the police or the people go after other people is shocking because we're so used to them always coming after us. So I believe a lot of people are going to stand by idle and watch it because for once in a lifetime of America, they're not necessarily coming at us. Because it's like, it seems like America always has to have someone, an enemy. It seemed like for 500, 600 years we've been the enemy. It comes for some strange reason. It's like, why are we the enemy? We right here with you, brothers and sisters in arms, trying to build a life for our families, and we've been persecuted in this country. So I can imagine what these illegal immigrants are going to be going through. So I pray for all of them. I pray for all of them, the non-criminal ones. I pray for all of them, and I want us to still have some compassion. If that makes any sense. I really want us to have some compassion for these people. More compassion than the people have for us. You know? More compassion than people have for us. So much racism in this country. I went to California. There was so much homelessness out there. I saw so many brown skinned people in one area, and I was in tears. I never seen that many brown skinned people together and we didn't work together. I just couldn't fathom that. But to see the people go after a different race or to go after someone besides us is shocking. We've always been, it's like we've always been the target, to be honest with you. We're so used to it. I'm just being honest. We don't even get views on YouTube. It's like they always got their hands in our pockets to make sure we don't succeed to a certain level. And even when we reach a certain level, we gotta watch out. The puff daddies of the world, we gotta watch out always. We're always being monitored. We're always being watched. And we're from America. We were born here. So I can imagine, honestly, what they're going to be going through. They're going to be pulling them over. Before you know it, they'll probably be unaliving them. That's going to come off as normal. And I don't want that to be normal. You know, I pray for everybody. Because remember, we are all illegals, technically, or immigrants, you can say, of this country. That's what made this country. That's what makes America so great. It's diverse. And I understand, you know, a lot of people are frustrated. They want to work, and there's no jobs. I never went to a job, in my opinion, where it was taken by immigrants. You know, if that makes any sense. But I know it probably could happen in this country. I just want to say, let's have some compassion for these people. Follow the law always. We're gonna follow the law, you know, the universal law. But I want you guys to have some compassion for these people. You know, I want you to have compassion for these people, even if when we were going through it, and we're still going through it, while we're going through the hundreds of years of oppression, there has not been much compassion for us. But we're built different, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Um, like Nipsey Hussle said, Nipsey Hussle, he liked the Mexicans. You know, I like Mexicans. You know what I mean? I love anybody who's aspiring to raise their family and be a better person. You know, it takes a lot to walk 1,000 miles. A lot of people won't even walk around the corner nowadays in America. They're so lazy, in my opinion. So, you know, you got these people from other countries. They're willing to work. They're willing to, excuse me, they're willing to travel. They're willing to do whatever it takes to feed their family. And I got to commend them. I just got to be honest. I got to commend someone who's willing to do whatever it takes to feed your family. Because a lot of people are lazy. They'll get on state. They'll get on Section 8. They'll get on welfare. And they will not go out and get a job. And these people come over here. They're ready to work 20 hours a day. And the country's ready to get rid of them. And I really don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. I think if I was the president, I probably wouldn't do that. I would find another way, but I get it. If you hear it legally, I get it. Just like if you was in Mexico, they'd get rid of you. If you just, you know, if it was vice versa. So I do understand. But my point of talking about this is finally, for the first time, I mean, I think the first time they stopped bothering us was during the pandemic, to be honest with you. For the once in our life, they left us alone and they bothered the whole world. That was the first time I felt unharassed by the system, to be honest with you. And I'm 45. Almost 50 years young, and my whole life, all I've ever seen, to be honest with you, is racism, financial racism on a whole nother level, you know. And this is no excuses, but it's a real issue in America. Let's be honest. Don't act like it ain't. You know, you go to Beverly Hills and start hanging around there. Within 20 minutes, some cop's gonna come up to you, ask you questions, and harass you. To be honest with you, and you're in your own country. You go to Greenwich, Connecticut, same thing. They're gonna pull you over. You go to Cheshire, you even go through New Haven, you might get pulled over because they're just, what are you doing? What are you doing? So for once in the whole world, they're not gonna be bothering us for probably the next 4 years, and then it's probably back to business as usual. And you would think I'd be over here rejoicing, saying, "Hey, they're leaving us alone." But I know how it's been my 45 years here, and they're taking and shifting and focusing on another group. All they're doing is taking all that energy that they had on us, and they're focusing it on them now, honestly. And you know, they shouldn't even been focused on us, to be honest with you. We're Americans. We love our communities. We helped build these communities, our ancestors. And I don't know, it just hurts me sometimes. So much, you know, it's one world. We get so lost in the craziness. I just wish we had more understanding, more communication. I don't know, it's hard to explain, you know. But you would think I'd be over here celebrating, like, hey, they're not bothering us no more. They're not bothering us. But I actually have compassion for these people, honestly. Real compassion. So let's have some compassion for these guys, you know what I'm saying? And understand that they're just trying to feed their family. And if you're a police officer out there and you're hearing this, you know, I know you gotta obey the law, but please have some compassion when you're doing it, okay? And if you are an illegal alien and you're here, please don't make it harder for your other brothers and sisters by doing something dumb. One of y'all can mess up and they're going to treat y'all like they treat us. You know, when one of us act up, they treat us all badly because we're one unit, except for financially. But for some strange reason, if y'all mess it up, they're going to start treating y'all like they treat us, or they've been treating us for 400 or 500 years. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody, you know, literally. So this is to the illegals. If you are not belonging in this country, I recommend you go through the channels to try to get the right. How you say? Try to go through the channels so you could be here legally. There's channels, I believe, because again, if one of you guys messes up, they're gonna start taking you guys out like they've been taking us out for hundreds of years, and nobody cares about it. Made a whole court and they made all these systems in play to make sure we don't go further. It's sad, man. We only get this one life to live. And it's sad. I kind of wish sometimes God didn't create race, but I don't think I want to put that on God. I don't know. It's just a weird thing because race. It seems like race just creates so much craziness. You got the Caucasians versus the blacks, and we already see who's winning technically. You know what I mean? We see who works together and who is in disarray, whose food is terrible, water conditions, ghetto conditions. I mean, we're kind of used to it. You know, I went to Beverly Hills. It was beautiful out there. It was not a lot of my kind. Let's just be honest. But it was beautiful out there. You know, and then I came back to the ghetto and I was just like, wow. 3,000 miles. And I was just like, wow, big difference. Beverly Hills to Connecticut. Very big difference. But racism was all the way down there. It's all the way down here. 3,000 miles away it was down there. And I'm a strong person, so I don't focus on that every day. But every now and then, when I seem to forget about it, it always comes around and reminds me of who's in charge. And if I don't kiss the ring or be humble, I'll be locked up with forced charges or who knows what. So again, I'm about to conclude this. I just want to say, stay strong, guys. Stay strong, you know? Stay strong. Because you're going to need it. If you're going to ever go through what we've been going through for 400, 500 years, y'all going to get a taste of it for 4 years. Stay strong. You know? You got to really be strong because you're an example. They're always watching, see how you react. And if you do something stupid, it's going to affect all your brothers and sisters. That's how connected, like brothers and sisters, we're all connected. If I go out there and do something stupid, they're going to harass and see, look at them. They're always doing something bad. So I want you brothers, again, if you're illegal and you don't belong here, I want you to stay strong. I also want you to don't do nothing stupid if they come for you. Because you can mess it up for all your brothers and sisters. And you got to be strong. All right? I love everybody. I love America. And, let's get this country back on track. Trump's coming back in. And hopefully the masculinity will go back up. We need that. We need men to be men. And we need these women to be women. And we got to get back to that relationship. For some reason, the relationship, men don't even want to date women no more. Women don't want to date men no more. The world has gotten crazy. And we're focusing on immigration. I mean, I think the whole world is off the hook right now. We need more love. That's what's missing. Let me play this real quick. It just need more love, man. It's just sad. Alright, guys, I love you. I'm out. Check out my channel. It's just a whole bunch of raps, and I just be doing whatever I want sometimes. You guys have a beautiful day. Stay blessed. Stay encouraged, alright? For real.